The first thing that you'll need to do is download all of the artwork that you want to include in your slide deck. I already have some downloaded here. I would divide it into different folders depending on how many slideshow presentations you're going to do. So for example, if you were doing 2 slideshows, 1 per class, this would be one set of artwork, and I would have another set of artwork in another folder. The next thing that you would need to do is open up PowerPoint. Within PowerPoint, you would go to Insert, Photo Album, New Photo Album. This is going to let you go to that file folder that you just downloaded, created, etc. Then I'm going to go to File Disk, and this is going to allow me to find wherever I have those folders saved. So mine were in Downloads, and at the very bottom of Downloads. From here, I'm going to select all of the pictures that I want to include. So I'm clicking on the first one, I'm holding Shift on the keyboard and grabbing the last one, so they're all selected, and then I'm going to click Insert. I want my layout to be one picture, and I want to make sure, yeah, all of those are selected, and my frame shape is going to be rectangle, and I'm going to click Create. Now I have a photo album, it's got my name, and it's got all of the pictures on each of the slides. In order to move this presentation to Google Slides, I'm going to need to save it. So I'm going to go to File, Save. I'm going to go to Browse and choose the location I want to put it. Again, I'm just going to put it in Downloads, but you could put it somewhere on your school drive. You could put it on your desktop, wherever you're going to find it again. And I'll call it Art Show Photo Album. But again, it doesn't really matter what you call it as long as you can find it again. If you want to label it by class, for example, this would be digital art. So I might call it Digital Art Photo Album. Again, name it however you're going to be able to find it again and know what you're looking for. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. At this point, I can close PowerPoint. So I can go ahead and X that out. And that one. Then I'm going to go to the slide deck that should have forced you to make a copy of it. It's named probably different than this is. This was just my experimental one that I knew I could play with and not ruin anything. So I'm going to open up that copied slideshow. I'm going to go to File, Import Slides. Let it do whatever it needs to load, and then I'm going to go to Upload. I want to select a file from my device, and I'm going to navigate to wherever I saved this previous file. So I had it in Downloads, so I'll go ahead and click Open. Once it's finished uploading, I'm going to select, again, by holding Shift, I can select all of the slides that I want to bring into this new slide deck. I could leave the title slide if I want to. It's completely up to you. And I want to uncheck Keep Original Theme because we're going to move it to the standardized theme. And then I would click Import Slides. From here, I'm going to select all of my slides again. So again, holding Shift, grab all of those slides. I'm going to go to Layout up at the top here, and I'm going to choose Art Label, which should be the last option under Layout. And this was a custom one that I created for this art show. The last thing I need to do to set all this up is individually go through each slide and move it over. I can keep it centered, and I can resize it a little bit so it fits next to the label. Depending on the size of your pictures, for example, these were all 8x10 Photoshop files, and they all fit perfectly onto the slide. So you might have to resize it, you might not, it just depends. And then the last and final step is going through each of the artworks and adding in the information. So for example, artist, medium, so if it was myself, the medium would be digital art, drawing, ceramics, what have you. Teacher would be me, grade and 11th grade, or you could just write 11th or, you know, however you would want to label it, but be consistent across all of your files, or all of your slides rather. When you're finished, it'll be saved automatically because it's Google Slides, and then I will have another video that will explain how to bring your slides into a Google site.